Papa John Schnatter is in the news for a very, very unique reason. And when I watch the story, or when I look at it, I should say, it's both a complete douche thing, and yet it's also somehow very, very hilarious. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, you picked an interesting one to join us, so welcome. But hey, if you like it, please, we'd love to have you around. And we consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing that bell notification. We upload on a near daily basis. So anyway, I actually have a couple of YouTube channels. Some people don't know this. I mean, I advertise it all the time. Is it this way? Which way is it? I'm getting it mixed up. But anyway, on the side, whatever side it's on, you can see that I'm advertising my social media and my other channels in the description below. And on one of the channels, which is the Apptrepreneur Vlogs, which is going to get renamed soon to the Apptrepreneur Media. I'm just been too lazy to change it. One of the things that I do, aside from talking about like streaming wars and physical media business and things like that, is I do show off collectibles and things I have. I also have a channel called Autograph Hound, which nobody goes to, where I show off things like this. This is a Yu Suzuki autograph, creator of Shenmue. He also did a bunch of games for Sega. I got that through a Kickstarter. Now, here's the thing. You would think that a lot of people would not care to see your personal stuff. I mean, for years I always looked at like unboxing videos and stuff like, that's low-hanging fruit entertainment. Why would anyone care? But the reality is, there's only so much money in the world. You can't buy everything, in fact, and sometimes you want to see like what things look like before you buy them. And then there's some things that are so rare that, hey, as long as we've lived, when we were young, and it's like, hey, look, I've got a Babe Ruth rookie card, and it's like, oh my gosh, I never thought I'd see one in person, and it's like, there it is. Like, that's kind of what YouTube is for some of these people who buy things. They like to show off their stuff. It's just kind of a fun thing to do. Now, some people might think that's vain. I think people are just having fun when they do it. But do the optics change when you are a millionaire, borderline billionaire? And that's kind of the question with Papa John Schnatter, because he joined TikTok recently. I kid you not. Papa John is on TikTok. I mean, I probably need to pause for a second just to let you guys stop laughing. I mean, is that... geez, Papa John is on TikTok. Papa John is on TikTok and I am not. So I don't, by the way, plan to join TikTok. I am amused by some of what I see on TikTok. I don't think it's for me. I'm not nearly that clever or funny. But Papa John is on there. Now, what is Papa John doing? Now, you would think, because he had a very, very bitter falling out with the company he founded, Papa John Pizza, that he might be using it to complain about, pizza. Maybe he's buying pizzas and making funny videos about destroying them, or something to that effect. I don't know. But no, he's actually doing it to show off his stuff, his $11 million mansion in Kentucky. And if you think I'm joking, let's go to his TikTok, the Papa John Schnatter. And he is you can see he's showing off his stuff. Like here, he's got like a staircase that he's showing off, and here he's showing off the gym. This is a Memorial Day thing he did, I suppose. Here he's showing off his weights, his dog, his big Chronicles of Narnia entrance door. He's showing off his cars. He's showing off his helicopter, and this is probably the funniest one. This little bike thing. I don't know exactly what these are called. I think they're so ridiculous looking myself. But he's showing them, and he's showing off. He's on TikTok. Like, he's just showing off, like, look, there's this bridge. Now, I will say, first things first, look, it's a cool house. There's no denying. I mean, I think you look at this and it's like, yeah, I'd love a house like that. But the interesting thing is, like, it had a mixed reaction because some people thought this was just, like, really funny that Papa John Schnatter apparently has so much free time on his hand that he's basically making TikTok videos. Like, is he going to become, like, a huge TikToker? He certainly has a lot of followers, over 132,000 followers. Not bad for a guy who's only been up for, like, what, a week or something like that. But then at the same time, people are pointing out how he's kind of acting like a colossal dick in all these videos. In the sense that we're in a pandemic. People are losing their lives. And people are hungry. Some people don't know if they're going to be able to keep their house or not. And what's this jerk off doing? He's bragging about his private helicopter and his gym and his poodle and his stairs. Like, he calls them his stay-at-home stairs workout. I mean, look at those stairs. Like, just absolutely crazy. Like, this is still by far the funniest one. Like, this is what millionaires spend their money on. Like, kids' toys that they play with. I don't know what this one is, but yeah, and he's in his suit and everything. I've watched a lot of these videos, by the way. I'm not a TikToker. There is a guy on TikTok. Maybe I'll share what some of my favorite TikTokers are, because there are a few of them that are genuinely entertaining and they're probably worth watching on a regular basis. I don't know if I would put Papa John in that category, but I think it's funny. I think this is hilarious on so many levels. I mean, it's hilarious that a former CEO of what is admittingly one of my favorite pizza chains out there. I actually own Papa John stock. That's, I think, the only pizza place I own stock in. So I do like Papa John's pizza. But I think it's funny that he has so little time that he decides to get on it, and he's showing off his multi-million-dollar cribs and toys, and he's doing it during a time when people are struggling and they're, maybe they're not exactly in the mood to see you flaunt your wealth. Like I said, this is just funny all around, and I'm not going to tell you whether or not to be offended or not. I think that's going to be an interesting debate in the comments, whether or not you think this is just harmless fun, or whether or not this is just like the worst thing you could do at a time like this. So, anyway, the things you find on the internet. So, I think there's also like a third reason for this. I think Papa John is kind of striking me as being a little lonely. I do wonder if he has a lot of friends, because I remember when he got kicked out of the company, he basically spent every day talking to as many news organizations as possible, and he talks about how he's building a campaign, he's doing this, but then you look at this, it's like you don't see a wife in there, you don't see kids. Maybe the wife is holding the phone. I don't know. But you look at that house, and it's like, yeah, it's funny that he's playing around in that house, but then he's not hanging out with anyone. I mean, granted, we're in a pandemic. I don't know, but I'd be kind of curious to see what happens to this channel once the restrictions are lifted. Are we going to start seeing people, in his giant pool? His giant pool room, or are we gonna see less of this because he's actually got something to do? I mean, I think he's just bored. I think he's bored, and it's like, hey, you know what? This TikTok thing looks like fun, and I've got a really cool house. Like, in all fairness, he does. Not many people have a house like that, and so I'm gonna show it off. But the timing might not have been great. So, that said, people are watching. They're clearly watching. I'm at this one has the most. It's a 1.7 million views, probably because this is the video that all the articles who were writing about this shared. By the way, that little jeez, look at that. By the way, that what's kind of neat about this sculpture is that it's a clock. Look, I'm sorry. I know the timing's bad, but that is pretty cool. But you know what? Hey, we're going to leave it there. And I guess I'm going to ask you, what do you think of this? Do you think this is tone deaf? Do you think it's funny? If you think it's funny, why do you think it's funny? Would you follow Papa John Schnatter or even on TikTok? I don't even know if most of my viewers are on TikTok. I would like to think no, because a lot of my viewers tend to skew a little older, but then I've been surprised before, so I would love to know. Let me know what you think. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, blame responsibly. Stay safe out there.